Welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of Back in the League, our Let's Play Championship Manager 0102 series on Boss United FM. If you are new to this series, we are into the old Division 1, when it was the second tier of English football. We've come up from the conference, where it took us 2 seasons to get promoted, but we've advanced a level every year since, until now. In the last video, we lost to both Manchester City and Lincoln City in the midst of some horrible form. Unfortunately, this form has continued. We've only picked up 7 points since then in the 12 games played. We've beaten Wolves and Spurs, both at home. We sneaked a point at home to Derby County, who are actually top of the league. We've really dropped over the last few months and have spent time in the relegation zone. Thankfully, the win over Tottenham in the last match catapulted us back up to 20th place. We could do with a few wins to get back up into mid-table. As mentioned in the last video, Noble and Nishizawa have come in and been underwhelming. However, both did score against Spurs, so hopefully this might be a sign of greater things. Also joining us in January were goalkeeper Kelvin Davis from Millwall for £425,000, centre-back Danny Gabidon from Cardiff City for £150,000, and striker Stephen Dempsey from non-league Guiseley for only £35,000. We have been playing a 4-1-3-2 for a little while in an attempt to stop conceding goals, but we switched back to the 4-3-3 for the Spurs game to amazing effect. All of the January signings are starting. We've got a trip to Peterborough United first up, then Hull City come to York Street. Let's make that short trip to London Road. Hopefully we can do exactly what we did to Spurs. And we have scored early on, but it's been disallowed. We went 4-1 up in the first half, but now we've had 2 goals disallowed in the first 11 minutes. Poor old Jerome Thomas, he didn't really get a look in while we was playing the 4-1-3-2 because he doesn't really play as a central striker in a 2. But whilst I've been talking, we've conceded and we've equalised as Nishizawa has scored a penalty. Hopefully he'll start to score a few goals. He did score 1 in his first few games, scored in the last one. Whether that's due to match fitness, because he did take time out of the game. We agreed to sign him back in September, I think it was, and he didn't play for us until January. But it's 1-1 at half time. Let's have a look at the stats. So we're on top. We've had those 2 goals disallowed and scored the penalty. Look at our team. So Thomas has been booked out on that left-hand side of the front 3. Mansell's back in his familiar position in the middle of a central midfield 3 with those attacking runs. David Noble on the right-hand side, Tremble on the left. We did try Tremble for a couple of games to sneak him back into central defence, but he didn't play well at all. He's definitely a midfielder. I think we'll leave it as it is for now. Go into the second half and hopefully pick up a victory. Peterborough are a mid-table side. I think they're in 11th or 12th. Same as Hull City in the next game. Got to be looking for maybe 4 points from these 2 games just to give us a little bit of comfort. But we've gone 2-1 down and Curtis Woodhouse has scored for Peterborough. I think we're going to need to change something. Right, Thomas can come off. We'll bring Pachensky on for him. And then I think Mansell can come off for Robinson. And we'll see what difference that makes. We're on the attack. Need to get this second goal, but we're almost into stoppage time. And we lose 2-1. 13,500 at Peterborough. And we've dropped down to 22nd again. We're back in the relegation zone by a point. Lincoln down the bottom there, they're almost relegated. 9 games to go. They're probably 2 or 3 games away from being relegated. But that's a disappointing defeat. On to the next game against Hull. We've had a couple of players called up for the Ireland B squad. Gabidon is now in the Wales squad, with Robinson in the Wales B squad. So whether we're going to be missing those players, I'm not really sure. But here's the match day against Hull. I think we'll keep it as it is for now. We did alright in that first half. We had some chances, and hopefully the benefit of being at home will see us pick up 3 points. Two teams that play in black and amber. Hopefully we'll come out on top. We've hit the bar already. We're in the ascendancy. But there's been many a game this season where we've been on top, but then we've conceded, or we've conceded twice really quickly, and it's just, that's it, the game's gone. Looks like Julian Joachim is playing for Hull. He's someone we had our eye on in the summer, but he wanted too big a wages, and I think he was actually injured as well, so we didn't really keep an eye on him for too long. But match stats, okay, it's a fairly quiet game. We'll have a look, see if anybody is underperforming. Not at the moment, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So we'll go into the second half 0-0. And we scored. Lee Mansell. Going to have to try and keep this tight now. Most of the times we have dropped into the relegation zone, we've pretty much hit back and either secured 1 or 3 points to get us back out of it. And are we going to do the same today? They've gone down to 10 men. I'm going to make a change up top. So Bachensky can come on for Booth, and then I'll swap him over with Thomas. Thomas is either-footed, so there's the benefit of that. What's going on at the back? So Pierce has been booked. Him and Gabadon are on 6s, so we'll leave them as they are. I think I'm just going to bring Noble off for Robinson. A little bit more defensive minded. But we're into stoppage time. And that's the final whistle. We've got a victory at home to Hull. And we've hit back and we've bounced back outside of the relegation zone. 38 games gone, which does mean we've got 8 games to go. We're a point clear, level with Gillingham. Just ahead of Tranmere. And fingers crossed we can go on a mini run, especially with the home games. As long as we don't lose to anybody who's near us. I think we have got Torquay coming up at some point. And hopefully we just need to stay up at any cost. Fingers crossed we'll put the results together and we'll come back towards the end of the season for the relegation run-in. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.